Hello, and welcome back. We are once again jumping back into Final Fantasy XIV. I know that there's a Halloween event going on, there's a Monster Hunter crossover that's been, like, it came out a couple weeks ago. And I think there's a patch 7.35. So, there's a few things to do. And also, I've been playing Pokemon Legends ZA, and I got my boy. I got my shiny Umbreon finally. After days of looking for a shiny Eevee, I finally got one. So now I got my boy, my favorite mon, shiny Umbreon. Looking so good. Now I'm Eevee training him. Just slaughtering Skiddos and Slowpoke. I already got his special defense EVs maxed out. Now I'm maxing out his HP. Very happy. But today, hopping in to the Halloween event. This pumpkin-headed apparition. Frights of Fancy. The pumpkin-headed apparition proffers out her hand in invitation.
We meet again, adventurer. Enjoying the festivities, I trust? While the saints are away, a well-known theater troupe has stopped in Gridania to play. They host a grand masquerade in the old manor, that they might sate their hunger for merriment. You have yet to meet these fearsome folk, but they are known as the Continual Circus, performers who relish the bone-chilling nights of the All Saints' Wake season. Their ghoulish gala is the talk of the town, and knowing the troupe's appetite for mischief as I do, I sense what lies in store. I implore you to view the spectacle for yourself. You need only speak with the genial Geyser. He shall guide your steps to the haunted manor.
Alrighty then. Genial Geyser. Come one, come all to the Continental Circus's grand masquerade. Shall I guide you to the festivities, good madam? You're wearing a blindfold. Can you guide me anywhere, sir? You know, this looks an awful lot like another manor.
I bid you welcome, dear guest. It is our honor to host you. An adventurer?
Yeah.
Not that adventurers are unwelcome, mind. I harbor no ill will against them whatsoever. Now tell me, what brings you to a manor of happy horrors?
A suspicious introduction for one who claims to harbor no ill will.
That is not my intention, I assure you. Alas, past experiences have made me rather wary of adventurers, let us say. But I tire of shadowy schemes, and the accusations that often follow. So I shall lay bare our secret as a gesture of good faith. However, you must swear never to share with others what I reveal. Though we of the Continental Circus disguise ourselves as mortal men and women, we are in truth a troop of otherworldly creatures. For some of us, our monstrous costumes are, in fact, our true form. Were my own glamour dispelled, you would see me as I truly am, an imp. Not so long ago, our ultimate goal was to drown this realm in blackest night and usher in a long-coveted legend among my kind, the Night of Devilry, where our leader, the Great Gord, would rise again and strike terror into the hearts of men. But as a few void-sent compatriots have recently taught us, there lies a reward even sweeter than mortal fear. One that fills our hearts and satiates our souls. Gratitude! One taste, they said, and we would be unable to deny the fulfillment it brought us. Thus, the circus abandoned its malevolent ambitions to pursue honeyed words of appreciation instead. When glorious autumn twilight reigns supreme across this realm, mortal and voidsent must join hands in harmony and carouse to their heart's content. In doing so, all shall know unforgettable thrills and chills beyond comprehension. Our masquerade is proof of this desire. Listen well, and you too shall hear our guests cry out in splendor.
I'm scared! I want my mommy!
That's not splendorous at all! Please, you must believe me, we have no intention of affrighting our guests. At least, not like this. Everyone swore a solemn oath to entertain. How has it come to this? Oh, you needn't glare those daggers at me. I haven't the foggiest as to what has transpired. But perhaps you might use your skills of inquiry to our benefit. I beseech you, adventurer, survey the manor and discover what has brought our patrons such distress. Starting with the second floor, I shall remain here to oversee affairs. Once you have identified the cause of this chaos, you must inform me with all due haste. Should fell rumors begin to spread, I fear the Adventurers Guild's suspicions will soon follow.
You may now use mounts within the Haunted Manor. Cool. Car, go! It is actually upstairs that I need to go. Mucus Mummer.
Silence, silence, I say, you must go away! Where we go, chaos and devilry follow. Remain here, and in chaos you shall swallow!
This performer is too absorbed in their mischief to listen to what you have to say. next mischief maker.
Hungry puddings down the hall, armed zombie jesters down the stairs. They didn't tell me this masquerade would have me running for my life.
Bro, get a hold of yourself. Come on. Nothing has accosted you yet. That little glowy puppets. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Torgo! Ah, it wasn't actually that much farther. Magic pot.
Give me an elixir! No elixir? There are no treats for you!
This performer is too absorbed in their mischief to listen to what you have to say.
Give me an elixir! Giant paw prints. Excuse me, miss. Have you seen any elixirs around here? That creature in the pot won't stop asking for one. But they cost more than my allowance can afford.
I don't think you need to give him an elixir. I'm pretty sure you could get treats cheaper than an elixir. You don't need to give him an elixir to get treats. Sorry. Just, it looks like some kind of couples counseling. Ooh. Spooky. We got some choir practice going on, perhaps? Oh, I gotta go around the other side. Alright. Spooky Moogle stamps. Giant pumpkins. Next, I could couch out some eyeballs, maybe even gobble up a few fresh organs while I'm at it. This performer's too absorbed, or so absorbed in their machinations that he hasn't noticed you. What the? That's an adorable mount. Whoops. Toggle. Okay, we cannot fly here, though.
The intrepid adventurer returns. How fared the others?
Wow.
Despite our newfound mission, we do still take great pleasure in mortals' fits of fright. I suspect they have forgotten themselves and prioritized their own enjoyment over that of our guests. I do empathize with their plight, that they've yet to cause any lasting harm. Mayhap it would be best to indulge them this once, and allow them their fun. I jest, of course. We cannot allow my brethren's antics to go unchecked. But if they will not listen to the reprimands of a kindly adventurer, I can hardly imagine they would heed mine.
What an impasse are we? Return to me, child, and I shall offer my aid.
Is something amiss?
A pumpkin's whispering to me. It seems the impresario cannot hear the voice of the pumpkin-headed apparition, but you sense it would be wise to heed her advice and return to Gridania.
You are returned. The children of the circus are a fascinating bunch, are they not? Their antics never fail to amuse me. But while their intentions are pure, we must calm those who have lost themselves in feats of fear. I believe I can conjure something that will do just that. I shall begin the preparations. For your part, I would ask you to procure a few necessary ingredients. I require All Saints cookies and a decorative pumpkin. The shady smock over yonder is like to have a few cookies to spare. As for the pumpkin, the Botanist Guild possesses a pumpkin patch for our needs. Seek out the Great Loam Gourd Keep. He will be happy to oblige you.
Hee. Sorry, dearie. We're not selling it at the moment. Here on behalf of the Pumpkinhead, you say? Well, if it's for her, I suppose I could make an exception. But you'd best keep it a secret from our other guests. Here you go. 1 bag of freshly baked All Saints cookies. Send the Pumpkinhead my regards, won't you?
Sure thing. Hey. Excuse me, Great Loam Gourd. How? Okay, what? Just seems odd to decorate your pumpkin patch with jack-o'-lanterns. Almost looked like they were growing jack-o'-lanterns somehow. In need of a decorative pumpkin, are you? Well, you're in luck. I've got a plump and round one here, freshly carved, no less. We of the Botanist Guild take great pride in our pumpkins and are glad to share them with one and all. They make for sweet treats and charming decorations this time of year. I do hope you'll make good use of yours. Yes. To the amphitheater.
Have you gathered the ingredients?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. These will make for a most magnificent result. Now, I shall concoct a creation that will strike terror into the hearts of naughty children who have forgotten their purpose, and joy into the hearts of weeping mortals.
Uh-huh. Ambulario. Looks like it's probably a minion.
Now let us put an end to the Continental Circus's cruel tricks, shall we? With the materials you have gathered, I shall prepare the solution we require. But all good things take time. I suggest you return to the manor and inform the impresario of our plan. All shall be made clear soon enough.
well.
Welcome back. I regret to report that circumstances remain unchanged here in the manor. Have you any new ideas to share? Concocted a creation, you say? Of what kind?
Apologies for the wait. My master proudly presents a ghoulish gift for our dear impresario.
My word! This doll is the spitting image of me!
'Tis no ordinary doll, I assure you. You may operate it by riding atop its head, and that's not all. Take control and you shall have a bevy of illusory spells at your disposal. These illusory spells are based on the materials our adventurer friend so kindly provided us. Delectable delights for the worthy, and a haunting trick for those undeserving of treats.
I see. A solution to mollify both parties. Might I leave the operation of this magic doll to you, adventurer? In this mortal clamor, I doubt I'd be able to maneuver it as well as you.
I getcha.
Once you have shown them the error of their ways, order them to return to me, and I shall re-educate them on the parts they must play here. Our guests also deserve recompense for their prior treatment. I ask that you send them to me as well, that I might offer them sweets in apology. I cannot bear to end their All Saints' wake on a dour note.
So your plans are made, yes? Then I shall return to my master. I wish you happy frightening and delighting.
Well then, I suppose all that's left for you to do is operate this mechanical me. I suggest you begin by marching it right up the second floor and calming the commotion above. And remember, my fellow performers should be convinced to return with the pumpkin's trick. I ask that you reserve the treats for our guests. We mustn't give them more undue fright. Should you find yourself separated from our pumpkin friend, simply return to me, and you may hop on its head once more. Now then, off you go!
Check. Pumpkins! Impresario, no. I've been good all this time. It's not to think I've done no crime. Oh dear. The Impresario isn't happy with this. We'll hurry to him and then strike cause further fuss.
Yeah. Go see the impresario. You're in big trouble, mister. Look at his little waddle. Treats! Candy galore! What could you possibly, or what more could you possibly, magic candy? Was that your doing? They're offering cookies and candy as an apology, you say? Gods, I deserve a treat after all this. I'll be on my way then. Y'all scare too easily. Room 108. Ooh, the spooky number in Japan.
Check. Oh no! Impresario's magics! Gone already? Ah, no more magics for me. What? He summons us to the foyer? Yes! Yeah. Yes! Then to the impresario I shall go.
Treats! No elixir needed. It's raining candy? Oh, there it goes. They're giving away free treats! Hooray! Then I'll march right up to that impresario and tell him to give me candy. Uh-huh.
Room 103. Room 102.
Check. No! What the was that for? Strange. It felt as though the impresario was slapping me across the head, but it did not hurt. Has he conjured up some new illusion? You say he's summoning the whole troop to the front of the manor for a talking to? Now that you mention it, I have been a bit overzealous about frightening our clientele. I'll hurry back right away.
Yeah. You've been overzealous, my guy. Okay.
I owe you a great debt, adventurer. With your aid, I was able to give these members of the troop a good scolding. While a few frights are necessary to amplify the delights we provide, we must never allow the former to overshadow the latter. It is our solemn duty to provide the small folk with a memorable All Saints' Wake experience.
We felt the very same, impresario. Even though the adventurers always came for us, even though we knew what it was like to be punished and scared in the years past, we lost ourselves, striking fear into our hearts of those who didn't deserve it.
Chaos is good for us, but not for them. We must bring smiles to their faces again.
Hear, hear! Less chaos, more treats and smiles.
Undue chaos will be promptly punished.
Then let's enjoy All Saints' Wake hand in hand, shall we? Now that you've learned your lesson, hopefully.
Indeed, and we shall do our part with a performance worthy of the season.
All right, my fellow thespians. It's time we greeted our guests with good cheer. Return to your places and give them all the masquerade they deserve. With that settled, I believe I should be able to handle the troop from here on out. I cannot thank you enough for your assistance, adventurer. And before I forget, is the one who crafted that mechanical masterpiece an acquaintance of yours? If at all possible, I'd like to express my thanks to them as well.
I'll let them know.
A woman sporting a white pumpkin head. That sounds awfully like the legendary Great Gourd. Who would command the Voids and Forces on the Night of Devilry? But I jest. Legends are precisely that. Tall tales. and no more. Allow me that joke at least. In any event, you mentioned she awaited your return at Miketo's amphitheater, did you not? Pray allow me to join you. I should very much like to meet this pumpkin-headed acquaintance of yours.
Uh-huh. That's a nifty looking weapon.
So this is the one you spoke of. She does exude a legendary sort of aura. If you were to tell me she was the Great God, I'd certainly believe it. But of course, that's simply not possible.
All's well that ends well, I see. Was my clockwork creation of assistance?
Indeed it was. My brethren have remembered their duty to entertain, and I dare say our guests shall be all the merrier for it.
That is well. I trust you will continue to give this city's mortal residents an exhilarating All Saints Wake experience.
Trust me, lots of fun in the manor. Let's all go.
Kids, you're sure? Those scary monsters won't eat me up? They might give you a bit of a fright, but it's all in good fun. They're giving away lots of treats, too. Well, if you say so, but you have to promise you'll stay with us the whole time. Of course, I wouldn't leave you two behind. Come on, let's go. Take us to the spooky manor, please.
Yes, all is well. Those children's smiles are proof of it. How strange. I feel as though I am truly enjoying All Saints' Wake for the first time. It's rather refreshing, actually. I shall continue to put forth my best effort that the Continental Circus's name might be known in every corner of the realm. But for the present, my duties call me to the manor. Thus do I ask of you, adventurer, to spread word of our deeds and speak of us fondly in your travels. That clockwork creature you possess is a reflection of myself, and of my troop as well. Use it with pride, and perhaps others will want to know more of us in so doing.
A sound plan. Yours is the face of the Continental Circus, after all.
Leave it to me.
One day, perhaps, tales of my troop will overshadow even those of the Great God. But until then, I shall continue my work to convey to the realm all that the Wake can offer. Now then, 'tis time I return. As you well know, I cannot leave those scoundrels without their ringleader for too long.
We shall be performing at the manor for the remainder of the season. Should you wish to join our festivities, you are welcome to visit, and as often as you please.
In that case, I too shall open my haunted home to you, adventurer. Join me in my gardens, if you dare. Simply speak with my servant, and he shall guide you to my abode. You may entertain yourself there as long as you wish.
The season of devilry and revelry lingers yet, and we shall thrive upon it. May you carouse to your heart's content this All Saints' Wake.
Quest complete. You now have access to Sneaky Hollow. Speak with the unusual usher at Miketo's amphitheater to be escorted to the costume party. Furthermore, the Shady Smock and her associates are now open for business. The Void is back in town. Yes. Oh, so it is a mouse. Nice. Figured it would be. Where is it? There it is. Also got the Iron Frog Mover and the modded. Just take a look. Yeah, it's this place again. Very nice, good spooky aesthetic. Big blue moon. Perfect place for taking Halloween photos and things. But next up is the Monster Hunter crossover. Which starts in 3 o'clock. Not that, is it? Lake Wanderer. Oh, yep, this. Yeah, that's the one. The Dawn Hunt Tracker has need of an intrepid adventurer. Look, what do you mean all those quests? There's not that many. That's Leeds. I'm not sure. I think that I can only assume that these two are like gatherer or whatever, handland stuff. And then these three, that's because I don't have level 90 in those particular groups. I mean, I do have 90 Sage, but I don't have 90 gear for Sage. Only got 2 level 100s, and that's Dark Knight and Viper. I would need to work on my physical ranged, magical ranged, and healers. we're doing the Monster Hunter thingy. Well, if it isn't Genosia, tell me, do you have a moment? Animal carcasses have been turning up one after the other over in Shaloni, and we've yet to figure out why. We were preparing to launch an investigation, but then we received this. A distinctive style to be sure, but it's undoubtedly a mark bill. No less peculiar than the client who delivered it, either. Too small for a Hetzaro, and yet too furry to be a Lalafell. Whatever distant land they hail from, I doubt I've ever heard of it. I feel like I've seen a bill like this before. So you've handled a request like this previously? I'll be Lately there have been sightings of a large beast roaming the plains, which we believe is responsible for the rash of carcasses. From what I've heard, it bears a striking resemblance to the creature depicted on this bill. To be frank, we'd all rest easier if the one who helped fell Valagarmanda were the one to take this on. Would you lend us your strength? If it's been deemed a threat, it must be eliminated. Indeed, this is a matter we would be wise to approach with all due caution. It'd be best to speak with the client directly, as they'll be able to apprise you of the details. They should be hanging about the tavern in Husatawi. I expect you'll have no trouble finding them. Oh yeah. Quest accepted. That little palico. Yeah. The Crystarium. Deep dungeon. Is that the new 7.3? Oh, Shadowbringers. Yeah. Way over there. Oh yeah. That is the 7.35 update, right? Hello, adorable little palico.
Yes, I'm the feline who put out the bounty on the monster. Are you a hunter?
Don't you mean monster? When the mood strikes me, yes.
Yippee! An adventurer hunter at long last. You'll aid me in this hunt then, won't you?
Yeah.
Wonderful. You don't seem to have a grand hub for hunters in this land, so I was beginning to lose hope I'd find anyone.
Well, we've got hunt boards.
I'd better begin by telling you how I arrived here. It relates to our mark, you understand. The mark in question, none other than Guardian Arkfeld. The creature normally resides in the Forbidden Lands. My comrades and I were in the midst of investigating its territory when Omega showed up. A spider-like thing appeared, as if out of nowhere. Before we could make heads or tails of what it was, a cocoon nearby burst open. From it emerged a newborn Arkfeld. The two then began to clash in a fierce battle for supremacy. As the battle came to a head, the mysterious invader created a ring glowing with light. Before we knew it, the Guardian had disappeared without a trace. And then all before me turned white. When I came to, I found myself in this land of Tehran. Oddly enough, the invader spoke just moments before the flash. I think it said program loop upgrade. I have no idea what that means, but I'm guessing it has to do with why I'm here. I was searching for a way home with my companion when I learned that a Guardian Arkfeld was wreaking havoc nearby. I thought it best that I recruit a hunter to take it down before it could bring ruin to the wilds. Now that you're up to speed, I'd say we better get started. I'm sure this goes without saying, but when tracking prey, it's important to know what signs to look for. Every creature leaves its own unique trail. Guardian Arkfeld's most distinctive traits are its white coat and scales, as well as the chain-like tendrils on its forelimbs, which can extend and retract at will to bind its prey, if it doesn't slice you to pieces first. Whatever ground the beast treads, it's certain to leave behind marks from dragging its tendrils. From what I've heard, it was sighted in an area north of here called Yotanain. Let's see if we can't find signs of its passage. I'm regretfully unfamiliar with the monsters in these parts, so I hope you don't mind taking the lead in our search.
Sure thing, little buddy.
I noticed there are quite a few people in this town carrying curious weapons. I took such folk for hunters at first, but it turns out they're members of a group that catches folks up to no good. The Dust Watch, I think they're called. The hunters of my land are no strangers to capturing their quarry either. You know, we use shock or pitfall traps to immobilize a beast and then unleash a barrage of trank bombs to put them to sleep. I happen to be an expert at laying traps, so I'd be happy to put my talents to use should any fugitives cross our path.
You do that. Watch out for that tumble claw. Oh, there we go. Gonna regret that. Clumps of tumbleclaw weeds. A heap of withered weeds. It bears an unmistakable resemblance to the plant matter found on tumbleclaws, native to the region.
I gather these dried weeds were left behind by a monster that uses them to camouflage itself. They certainly bear no connection to Arkfeld. In the Forbidden Lands, there are creatures called Nimifita that also mimic flowers to hide from predators. I remember this one time, some hunters disguised themselves with headwear in the spitting image of Nimifita. I'm not pulling your tail when I tell you it was impossible to distinguish them from the real thing. In any case, I don't see signs of Arkfeld here. Let's keep looking.
Yes. Oh, is this just the same conversation that we had before? And it's just in case you missed it the first time? Yeah, yep.
As I understand it, sandstorms sometimes sweep across these plains. Is that right? The Forbidden Lands similarly have a tumultuous climate, the environment shifting greatly with the change of seasons. In the fallow period, the land grows barren, so monsters fight over what limited food they can find, and come the intense weather conditions of the inclemency period, apex predators begin to emerge, making it a very precarious time. But after that, it comes the period of plenty, when flora and fauna flourish in abundance. No matter the season, there's always something new to discover, bringing fresh excitement with each expedition.
Monster tracks. A pungent, sticky substance adheres to these clumps of yellow hair. Judging by the local fauna, these are likely the remains of a sunbeard, gorged upon by a grasslands worm.
Not sure what left this behind, but Arkveld has white fur, not yellow. Come to think of it, all Guardians have a white coat. Even the Guardian variant of Rathalos, Crimson King of the Skies, is clad in white. At least, that's what I've heard. But that is neither here nor there. We should get back to our survey.
Indeed. This little run animation. He's so adorable. Oh. Oh. The markings on the ground suggest something massive was dragged across it, with armor like scales strewn about the area.
These scales, I'm certain they came from Guardian Arkveld. To think it came so close to a settlement. Thankfully it turned away, but there's nothing stopping it from coming back. We need to find its lair before anyone gets hurt. With everything we've found, I believe we have what is needed to locate our prey. If we're to give proper chase, we should call on my comrade resting back in town. Could I trouble you to gather a few samples before we go?
Sure. Back to town. Look at that.
My feathered friend here is called a secret. Not only does it make for a reliable mount, but it can also carry all the essentials for a hunt thanks to its sturdy build. And that's not all. It can even memorize a monster's scent and track it down. Try letting it smell what you gathered.
'Tis not dissimilar to a chocobo. More dinosaur-like.
Looks like it's picked up the scent. Now it can guide us to Arkveld. There's no time to waste. If you would mount the secret and scout out the location of our mark, I'll see to preparations for the hunt. Here, take this link pearl contraption. Managed to barter for it after exchanging a few things with a traveling merchant. With this, we should be able to stay in contact even when we're apart. Now then, you need only trust in the Secret to guide you. I'm sure you'll find Arkfeld in no time.
All right. The Secret grunts cheerfully. It seems eager for you to climb onto its back. All right.
Hello? Are you there? Oh, good. I can hear you. This link pearl is a true gem. Though Arkfeld lay dormant within its cocoon for a long time, guardians are said to awaken when they sense a powerful presence nearby. It may have turned back after approaching the settlement because something even stronger drew its attention. That stormy dome in the distance marks the land dominated by fierce lightning storms, right? I sure hope that's not where Arkfeld was headed. What? You found the remains of a monster? Quick, examine the corpse to see if there are any signs it was preyed upon.
I mean, I would say yes. Just judging by the scales next to it. The scales which actually look a lot like rocks. The beast has breathed its last. You see no bite marks on its body, suggesting the creature may not have been attacked as an act of predation.
I'd expect as much from a guardian. You see, unlike your average monster, they have no need to eat their prey. I think Arkfeld may be fixated on the energies in this place, and felling any other monsters that get in its way.
It doesn't need sustenance to survive?
It's all rather complicated, but in short, guardians do not possess an organ for digestion. That's why they never attack out of a desire to feed.
Oh no! The buffaloes! Whoa! There's a Tural Vitral, I think.
What? That sounds like a turf war! Clearly Arkfeld's been on edge since it arrived here. I bet it's lashing out at anything it deems a threat. At this rate, it's going to throw the whole ecosystem out of balance. We have to stop it. But how? Oh, I've got it. Try taking out a pod from the pouch on the Sacred. You'll know you found the right one if it makes your nose wrinkle.
This one?
It's called a dung pod, and as you've undoubtedly noticed, it possesses a frightfully fetid smell. Whether it's a single monster or even a horde, a well-positioned throw would send even the most rabid beast packing. It has no effect on guardians, but the scent should be unbearable for whatever Arkfeld's fighting. Throw it with everything you've got!
From here? Oh no. We're gonna fly over. Okay. Whew. Honestly, Arkfeld could lose this.
Hi.
Draw a sword. How do you fly with those spiky bits on your wings?
Arkveld fled as well? Perhaps it perceived you too as a threat and returned to its den to recover its strength. Well, I'm sure you'd love to give chase. I'd like to regroup first. Stay put for just a moment. I'll be there in 2 shakes of Rathalos' tail. Had that turf war continued, it may have reached nearby settlements. Thank goodness the dung pod worked as well as it did. Arkveld's lair appears to be further ahead. I expect it's recuperating from its battle and won't be emerging anytime soon. While you were searching for the Guardian, I took it upon myself to put together a camping kit. Let's set up shop near Arkveld's lair and prepare for the grueling hunt before us. Yes.
Alright.
Come, make yourself at home. No need to worry about any pesky monsters. I've already checked the area and we're perfectly safe. First things first, we feast. One should never hunt on an empty stomach, as we hunters say. I managed to gather everything we need to have ourselves a barbecue, so let's get to grilling.
Woo! Look at that. Man, those are some giant ribs. Delicious.
Delicious! Now, with your appetite sated and spurs soaring, I bet you could take on even the mightiest of monsters. Here, take these mega potions as well. They'll come in handy during the hunt. They're a special blend of the potions distributed by the Hunters Guild, mixed with fresh honey harvested by yours truly. Thankfully, we were in a period of plenty just before I was transported here. With that, I think you're all set. Allow me to formally make my request. Please hunt Guardian Arkveld and protect the life of these plains.
The Windward Wilds now accessible.
During the battle, the Windward Wilds, you will gain access to the duty action Mega Potion. Yes. Just like with Rathalos. Sure, let's grow more meat. We do it again. Sear. But also, we grill up all that meat just to eat one piece. Listen, we'll see. We'll see how things go. Windward's Wild. It's a party of 8. Take a look at the party finder. Abyssos, Asphothelos, AAC, Edens. Lots of ultimates and savages. And I did jump over and visit the Ether data center. So hopefully we'll have better luck getting groups together. Oh look! Perfect. Let's see what this Arkfield is all about. Pool party. The Windward Wilds. Go this way. Woo! Guardian Arkfield. So where is everybody? Armor up and down. It's like one person death. Mega potions.
Down once.
And then I learned and got better. Two Guardian Scales. Red Mage should do really well. Extract some materials. And for not playing Final Fantasy XIV in like a month or two. Shaking off that rust.
You did it! You defeated Arkfeld! Now these plays will know peace once more!
Now we need to find a way to get you home.
I nearly forgot. I'm not entirely sure how I'll make it back to the Forbidden Lands, I'll admit, and yet I don't feel awfully anxious about it. It's not every day that you get spirited away to a vast continent like this, you know? I'd like to see the sights and speak with the people. I'll find a way back in the course of that, I'm sure of it. You wouldn't mind learning more about the myriad monsters and resources here either. Or I wouldn't mind learning about the myriad monsters and resources here either. I'll see where the wind takes me. And fill out my field guide as I go along. Who knows? By the time I make it home, I may have filled the whole thing. Do you think I'd be a worthy adventurer by then? Of course, little guy. Little Palago. Wonderful. So now I guess I gotta talk with that person back in. Tudialal. The Dawn Hunt Tracker. We took him down. The Arkfeld is dead. Ah, so the hunt was a success. Well done indeed.
Perhaps now life can return to normal for the fauna of Shalani. Shaloni.
By the way, we carved some scales from Arkveld's hide. Would you be able to craft anything with them? It'd be an awful waste to leave them as only a souvenir. Yeah.
Well now, this is a rare find. If you speak with the smithy here, I'm sure he could fashion armor with it. Or at the very least, exchange it for other wares.
Oh, yeah, I can do that, sure.
Be sure to drop by again. Should you find any other noteworthy materials?
What brings you here, my friend? Already finished feeding? My, would you look at that? It seems they've grown fond of you. My friend that traveled with me across dimensions has decided that he'd rather travel with you than me, I guess. If you're not opposed, why not take them along with you on your adventures? If he doesn't want to be my friend anymore, then you can have him. Yeah. Yippee! You couldn't ask for a better companion! Until he decides to abandon you for someone he thinks is cooler. With that settled, I believe it's time I was getting on with my own adventure. Thanks for everything! May we meet again someday.
Super fast hand wave. Look at that. And we get an outdoor hunter's grill and a hunter's camp chair.
Quest complete.
Nice.
The hunt has only just begun. Earn further rewards by facing Guardian Arkveld in the Windward Wilds Extreme, which may be unlocked by speaking with the Wandering Minstrel in Tulialam.
Just take a look at that item exchange. There's the Feline Support Team Cart Horn, Sacred Fledgling, Vigor Wasp, Parasol, Framers Kit, Hunter's Wild Framers Kit, Orchestrion Rolls. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 scale apiece. Mask, visor, mail, band braces, coil, trees. That looks like some decorations. Pop-up camp. Phalanx striking dummy. Permit allows the hiring of Phaline servants on the estate. Huh. Phaline material suppliers on the estate. Junkmongers. Menders. Let's see what these look like. Kind of silly. Does not have a shifting action. Well, one of the gloves looks pretty neat. Red Rachel Eppen. That's just a mini skirt. Okay, boots. Alright, should I check out? Yeah, that looks neat. Oh, it's got a little glow. That's cool. Very thick sword. Does a little like clamp down. Well, the Gunbreaker looks neat. Spear isn't really a spear, more of a halberd, but Scythe looks pretty good. Very stony. You said the red mage doesn't look good. The knuckles, those are just giant fists. I think those are pretty neat. They really grow in size from your sheathed to unsheathed. Katana is not a katana, but nice. Okay. Very dangly. Whip daggers, reverse grip. These twin fangs, those are alright. Oh, it is neat that the main hand is more of a full sword and the offhand is like a half, like a short sword. Makes sense for dual wielding. Big old bow. Looks like it would be pretty good for like an angelic outfit. What the? Just shifts from this dangly bit to boom. It's a crossbow now. Dancer. Black mage. That's just a hammer. That's just a giant hammer. That's not a staff. That's a neat looking book. It at least looks very different from like 80% of the whatchamacallit, summoner slash scholar books. Alright, here's the white or the red mage. Okay, it's very much a lance, not a rapier. I appreciate that there's some secondary motion in some of these, but yeah, way too thick for a rapier. That's a lance. That is not a red mage's rapier, that is a lance. They even call it an augmented Veldian rapier. That's not a rapier. With the brush. It's neat. White mage. Which is pretty cool. And the other book, does it just look... it's actually a bit different. It's got the kind of like central column on it. Yeah, this one's got these like chains. It's also kind of got a central column, but more to the back. this one is more like winged. So it's nice that they're different from each other. Okay, Guardian Arkveld certificates and the weapon itself to then augment. There's the one. Still way down there.
Have you come here to share a heroic yarn with me, Chelsea? Please, do go on. You have my rapt attention.
We'll go ahead and unlock the Windward Wilds Extreme.
So what have you brought for me today?
There's this giant monster. He's got these, like, chain whip tendrils on its wings. Shoots lightning and frost.
Arkveld, the White Wanderer from a faraway world. I dare say that the word hunt suffices not to capture your struggle with the creature. Intrigued though I am by the device described in the Feline's tale, what strikes me most of all is the nature of this guardian. That is, its predilection for energy. In the animal kingdom, a predator devours other beasts for its survival, yet Arkveld appeared not to be driven by this fundamental need. Instead, it harbored an extreme obsession for ether, an obsession which saw it slaughter the beasts of Shaloni to assert dominance over its newfound realm. In response, the Serpent Lord rose up to face this interloper, as if the land itself wished to repel a common threat. Without such resistance and your timely intervention, there is no telling how grave a threat Arkveld might have become. Finding itself in an unfamiliar land, the Guardian merely did what its instincts bade it to do. Were I to render such a savage life in verse, it might go thus. In silvery coat its body cloaked, from distant world it came. On reddened earth the Guardian roamed, the lives of foes to claim. In hunger deep was locked this beast, in silvery chains entwined, to conquer all its savage fate, new paradise to find. The Windward Wilds Extreme, now accessible.
Bah, 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 bah. Bah, bah, bah. Bah, bah, bah. Where is Extreme? Is it under a raid? Weird. Said now accessible, and yet. Oh, is that way? Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, that's fine to leave on. Very strange. What's going on here? So, should use this. Oh, we got a Veldian weapon cover. We can use that to get whichever weapon we want. Those decorations will need to go into my house once I'm back on my home server. Okay. Figured maybe I could look around for that Palico and go back to whatever that was. The Windward Wilds. Figured we might try the Windward Wilds Extreme, but it's just not showing up as an option. It's not one of those. Okay. None of that. Is it a... It's not a raid finder. It is a raid finder thing. What? 740. And I'm 734. Man. I could be 740 if I wanted to. But I could. Let's see. I'd need to get a better weapon, wouldn't I? 720. Not there.
Let's take a look at Solution 9.
Yeah, I've got enough to get one. Get one, not two, but... That means that I could get a Historia Claymore. There it is. That looks neat. $739. Okay then. That just means that I need like a head or even some jewelry. Do I not have any hollow bridges? Cruiser hollow bridges? Let me see. I might not. Unless they're stored away. Interesting. Double check. Yeah. Oh, and I can't even check them. Well, let's see about the headgear then. Surely that'll be enough, right? Yeah, just enough. And we have to go to the raid finder for that one. Try. Oh, I see. High-end duty versus regular duty. It is an extreme. Just throw it in there. Whilst we head to the first. Not there. Apparently there's something to do. bright-eyed child. Pilgrimage of light, perhaps? Don't recall them. Bright-eyed child is regaling her mother with a tale.
It's true, Mummy. I saw one right over there. It was green and smooth and had big round eyes and a little tail like a leaf and a feather in its cap. Just like the Firth from my picture books, Mummy. I just know it was a Firth. May we please go and find it? My book says Firth are water folk, so I bet it went to the Hortorium. Please, can we go, please? Hush, child. You're not to go following Fae. Is that clear? They'll spirit you away to their kingdom and you'll never see Mummy and Daddy again. Besides, a Firth would never be foolish enough to visit the Crystarium. The guard would have them for frog legs. Now come along. We've shopping to finish and Daddy is waiting. But Mummy, I did see a Firth. It had a feather in its cap.
A Firth running loose in the Crystarium would bode ill for the people's safety. It may be best to investigate the Hortorium, just in case. Just in case. Average wait time for Windward Wilds Extreme, though, is 30 minutes, so probably won't get into that today. Except what? Oh, did they have higher? What does it say? I'm level 755. So I'm not allowed in that one. Okay then. I'm only 740. Hello, muttering Firth. What you up to? Fie, the dry burns me up and makes me cry. What to make me whole again? Why, a soul of mortal kin. Lead them on and lead them true to the depths of deepest blue. Back! I shall not suffer your reproach, madam, standing within my eavesdrop. And with such prejudice, I'll have you know that I am a paragon among Firth. Regard these charming brown eyes and tell me that my innocence is not clear as mud. What's more, I am come to the Crystarium on official business. Impede my mission, and my master will break their fast upon whatever's left of your soul. I'm warning you. And I shall warn... But, okay, is that somebody else saying, I shall warn you, Enkdane of Water's Fair? My good book spent at the spine, my beautiful library flooded, and my pneumo keepers fit to fate. Sins of yours, you old croak. 'Twas your promise of service that brought you mercy, yet here you stand babbling away. It says, question mark.
I swear, why is it always question marks when it's a character?
That we know! We would know their voice! Come on! Ain't no way we could mistake their voice for anything else. Your Majesty! Mistake me not, I remain your dedicated servant. If this foot has offended, send them forth, and all is mended. But it is dry, and I am tired, and the air is thick with the stench of mortals. My element is water, and I'm out of it. Should I rejoice in my circumstances? Nay, only fools see providence in hardship. Only babes find novelty in strife. Though I suppose mad blooms find the fun in everything, don't they, Your Majesty? Roll up that tongue before you step on it. Never mind that, old leatherskin. You, my adorable sapling, are a sight for sore eyes. I have followed every step of your journey. Our bond is as sturdy as ever it was. Perhaps that is why you have found me now, in my hour of need. Errant sin-eaters have been roving Ilmeg, you see. Gasp. Clawing their way out of a ruined church of the First Light. We have yet to investigate further, as the site is warded with charms repellent to fey folk. Thus I thought to enlist the help of a mortal from the Crystarium. And though it may beggar belief, among the band of troublemakers that owe me penance, Ecgthein makes the most suitable envoy. Being far older than I, and knowing much more about the church, they were meant to enlist and instruct a sympathetic mortal. Why didn't you call me? I am so offended. I am your sapling. What's this? You demand to be called upon after spurning my aid time and again? Cruel, heartless sapling! How you toy with your poor branch's affections! But as it seems I've had my revenge, all is forgiven. Now neither of us need hesitate when calling the other. Understood? Yeah. How delightful a mortal acquired with nary a befuddlement, and the fairy proverb known, that every king should take their own. May I go now, Your Majesty? No. Your service lasts till Ilmeg is no longer plagued by sin-eaters. Lead this woman to the church's remains and await my arrival. I shall see you again shortly, my brave and benevolent hero. Come along, mortal, tread downward. Ecgthein the Merry will be your guide. To Wolkdorf we make our way, in Wolkdorf your heart to sway.
Still in one piece, eh? The sapling knows where its roots grows, deep in the kingdom of rainbows. Now, before we proceed further, just how ignorant are you of the Church of the First Light? Oh, what fools you mortals be! Your minds as soft as mallow, upon which you whet the instruments of your own violent demise. Say, child, I'll tell you the tale of a faith, a legion, and a grave. Once upon a time there was a church that worshipped the light. Its flock believed that, if they were virtuous, it would wrest them from death's very grasp, to be born anew unto this world. The ranks of the faithful grew and grew across Northrend, their beloved light a beacon of hope, ere it turned upon them, scouring the very land and giving rise to a legion of beasts. The church scrambled to defy these creatures, these devourers of sin, yet the flock's devotion had begun to waver, its quivering sheep terrified of the fate that awaited their mortal souls. As the kingdom of Vobert fell, they strayed one by one into the endless day, leaving their churches to suffocate in silence. Now, in those mausoleums of a long-dead faith, bells ring once more. So we must turn a new page in an old fable. Come along, maiden bark, and bend your trunk to the church at Demrone Field. The rascals await. Alright. Up there. To the church.
Why, it's the King Sapling! The King Sapling has come to play! I'm Oswald, and these are my fellows. We've all been very naughty. Not as naughty as the Fuith, though. No one's as naughty as the Fuith. I'm in charge of watching, and Van Thou there is in charge of trembling quietly, the biggest among us, yet the frailest of heart. That's Tir Marn, but I shan't introduce them. There's no telling what they might do.
How now, mad spirit? What changes now about these haunted stones?
None to speak of, or to whisper of, or whistle at, or hoot. The magics that paved the way of her pilgrims of Eld are blinking awake from ages of slumber. Like a crusty old eyeball, blink, blink.
Sometimes the Sin Eater will come calling out. The church beyond this portal must be overrun.
Fey wards prevent us from entering to sever the connection, unfortunately.
Fortune's got naught to do with it. In the old days, those light worshippers were always finding reason to shut door and window to us. And no occasion warranted. It's so much as the most mortal of mortal ceremonies.
Obsequies!
Again with the question marks.
Well met, by sunlight King Titania. 'Tis just as you say. From man's last breath till his final rites were spoken, the church would not suffer even the suggestion of fey folk. The precious souls of the faithful were promised rebirth, not an everlasting sojourn into the kingdom of rainbows. Beyond the yew trees lies a land untouchable by mortal hand, eternal live the fairies there, eternal live the fairies there, without rebirth, without a prayer. 'Twould put a damper on funerals were we to steal away souls of the dearly departed, and so the walls went up.
Then we know what's afoot, don't we? They're having a funeral in there, in a church rife with sin eaters. The onus of discovery is yours, I'm afraid. You'll lay to rest whatever's being laid to rest, won't you? In the meantime, I will support you in any way I can. First, with a gift from the castle vault. These will serve you well upon your journey.
But
Your determination is a fierce beauty, my sapling, among the finest I have ever seen. 'Tis too precious to lose to a horde of greedy sin-eaters, so you must call me if ever you are in danger.
begging your pardon, Majesty, but the church's uncouth walls make no exception for royalty. Not even you could blow down those walls, huff and puff though you might.
Perhaps as a pixie, my path is barred. The only ones permitted to attend a funeral are living mortals. And the faithful deceased. Among the church's forgotten trinkets, you may find incense of juniper. Burn it and think of me. All shall return to its rightful place, and I will come to you, my sapling.
Light and silent! So that's what you mean! A monarch proud, a monarch great, the fairy king who cheats their fate. Let all who meet them quail and cower afore the mad bloom's maddest power.
Come, my sapling, you have much to prepare. Return to Wolkdorf and attend our hero. Your service pays your debt and aids your kingdom.
First things first, Supple Trunk, let's have a closer look at the King's Gift. A royal gift in times of need must be of greatest worth indeed.
Well, that is this, and this is that. Oh! Their Majesty's foresight is formidable, or should I say their sincerity is unassailable. Very well, I have the short and long of it. To summarize, the king has gifted you sacred weaponry, arcane weaponry. But I have my own steel, you say, my own magic's tomes and instruments of blunt trauma, all useless inside the great churches of the First Light. The chapel walls enforce an armistice, protected by charms that melt aggression from the blade like butter under midday sun. To wit, your mortal armaments will gently caress the sin-eaters before they kill you. The king's gift, however, is immune to the church's spellwork, allied with your more barbaric instincts. There is little destruction its power cannot realize. In theory, anyway. After gathering dust in the royal vault for this long, these sacramental arms do look a bit limp.
Give them time. Give them time. With enough use, any weapon will remember what it's made for. I would know. I make a habit of making weapons. In the course of making mischief, I would wager.
One more thing. The king thought fit to include a golden censer. 'Twould seem the suggestion to burn incense was not made in jest, though whether the juniper will truly summon Titania to your side is for you to discover. Burn what you find, for what you burn may cause a fortune foul to turn. When all is done and all is said, better to try than wind up dead. Whatever else you find lying abandoned is yours to take. The threat of divine punishment has long since passed. Most likely.
If you encounter any artifacts you can't make sense of, I'll be happy to appraise them for you. No matter whose secrets are simply made to be revealed, are they not? Such scrumptious little truffles. I'll keep my mischief if you keep your mushrooms. Deal?
A final word to the wise, or of the wise to you, mortal. Though the Church of the First Light may lie in ruin, its chapels are still connected across Norvrent by a web of living magics, not unlike your Aetherites. Be not surprised if your journey leads you to farther-flung lands than you imagined. From chapel door to chapel door, no one can know what lies in store, a blessing or perhaps a curse upon the long pilgrim's traverse. Follow the stones, royal sapling, and unearth the root of our troubles.
It may not be much, but I can carry you to the portal, save you the walk. Just be sure that you're fully prepared before you go.
Yippee! Wahoo!
Alright. If you ever feel overwhelmed, there's no shame in turning back. Were anything to happen to you, the king would. Just please be careful. Alright, then. Whenever you're ready. Pilgrim's Traverse now accessible. You now have access to Pilgrim's Traverse. You may enter the deep dungeon by speaking with Von Thau again. You must be a disciple of war or magic of level 91 or above to participate, and your level will be adjusted to 91 upon entering Pilgrim's Traverse for the first time. Further details on Pilgrim's Traverse and how it differs from the Palace of the Dead can be had by speaking with Von Thau.
Let's have a look at what they can give us. Exchanging artifacts for Mimicry Resonator, Pilgrim's Protector Horn, Blue Pixie Parasol, which does look neat. Plus 30 First Light Relics. Simple and clean is the way that you're doing your hair tonight. Sin Beaver. The Ceremony of Tea. Ooh. Pilgrim's Potion. Fuith Plumed Hat. Fuith Swallowtail. Gloves. Pantaloons. Shoes. Materia. Okay. Emote, minion, hairstyle, parasol, and a mount. And of course the ether gear that you could get to keep. Step. I wanted to talk to Van Thau, who's right in front of me. I think enter. It's not one. With a matched party? Sure.
Either some great nonsense is afoot, or someone inside the church is throwing a funeral. When you've found whoever you think is responsible, come and talk to me. Until then, take pains. Be perfect, aren't you? Be perfect.
Just want to see. Floors, entry points. Okay. All floors after floor 100 of the Palace of the Dead are designed strictly as a challenge for players and only accessible to fixed parties. However, Pilgrim's Traverse allows players to challenge comparable areas beginning with Stone 31 with matched parties. Please note that from Stone 91 onwards, the matching system cannot be used to add members. Take a look at the party finder. Aloe Island. Oh, 2 out of 4. Average wait time less than 5 minutes, so it shouldn't be too bad. That's good. Well, I should probably take this time to mention that there will not be a stream next Saturday, because I'm going to be at a convention that weekend in Detroit called Youmacon. So I'll not be streaming next Saturday. Will still be a stream on Monday and Wednesday, just not Saturday. So,
Pilgrim's Traverse.
here we go.
Northend Pilgrim's Traverse.
So far, I don't see any cities. Ooh, that's a beautiful sword. Stained glass. Why did I treasure chest? Hang on, there's a treasure chest back here. Treasure coffer? Nobody grabbed it? Yeah, let's strengthen our arms. I think there's a secret chest around here somewhere. In that room. Commander of Strength. Yippee. I guess they don't want to fight things. The butterfly noticed us just as we teleported away. Yeah, I like the scythe. Sure. Ow. Big explosion. Away with the pain. I have become a fairy pixie. Four, three. They really don't want to get into any unnecessary fights. I can't really blame them. There's so many floors to this place. Bark Bomb Incense. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba, 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 ba-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-la-la-la-la. Nice. Let me guess, y'all want to teleport out. A votive burns rapidly. Damage dealt decreased. Uh oh. Salt incense. Haste, we've got witching, orchard. Why? What the? Was I like one toe out of the ring? Really? Huh? This is certainly interesting. Can't do that while transformed. Oh, nice. We're at level 94 balls of mud. Yippee. So silly.
silenced and pacified. You can't pacify a ball of mud. Armor plus 1. This is kind of fun. Being a ball of wood. Really silly. And we got these instances. Croissant, fruit, keep your incense burned, let it cease in accordance with first light funeral practices. Summons the fairy king to sentence all foes to death. Summons the fairy king for a blessing. I assume we can only hold one of these. There is a treasure copy. Let's grab that. Commander of Serenity. And now there. That's armor plus 2 now. Ooh, pretty. It's lovely. Yeah. Plus 5. Yeah, armor plus 3. Do we have 2 sages? I think we got 2 sages here. Hi!
You called my sapling? May all who threaten you know my wrath.
Just wiped out everything in this entire floor. Alright. That's pretty cool. Gonna look around.
job, everyone.
Okay. What? Proceed, if possible. I am all capped out on heliometry. Should do something about that. Here we go, 11 to 20. Just the three of us? Oh, there should be a thing just came out somewhere. Okay, well, that was rude. I'm a pixie now. Go. To the next floor. It's weird. That treasure coffer opens but doesn't say I obtained anything. Yes. Armor +5. Candelabra. There you go. And a level up, 98. Nice, nice, nice.
Votive burns, mortification. Yes, weapons +9. Yeah. Bruh. So then we just chill for like 30 seconds. Can't do anything. Ah. You gotta be kidding me. Do a little bit of something. Oh, wait. Almost back to next level. Rapid recitation. HP/MP maximum increase. Knockback disabled. Fast. Fast on this. Where it was. Really? Tried to silence me right at the end of the fight. Good job. Good job, Sage. Lovely Esna. Wait, this one right here. That's all we gotta do. HPMP maximum. Increase. You gotta be kidding me. With 5 seconds. Run into a silence trap.
This piece of the accursed horde, yes. Love it. Let's go. What? Oh. Well, I think somebody used a Pomander to try and find a Cursed Horde, but there wasn't any in this area, so. Sucks. Let's go. Talk to Phoenix Town. Come on. All of you. There. Everyone's a chicken. Very good. What the? Oh, I can't carry it. That's fine. Bam, bam, bam. Since the crescent horde cover you. Yes. Ow. Accursed horde. Yes. Some good music. You pass. Verse 18. Oh, you're summoning the Fairy King? Okay. Wipe out all the enemies on the floor. That treasure. We'll go after one more. Here. Yeah. Plus 15 weapon. That's just a redressed Omega. Very good. Very good. Go again? Perchance? Yes. You gotta be kidding me. What? I could open the other chest, I swear. There we go. Oh. You have got to be kidding. my whole life as a pixie. They were a fairy. There we go. Now somebody else got hurt. Want to run around a bit? Oh, there's a candle. Glass basket. It's an actual rapier instead of a lance. check out the final room, I guess. There's nothing over there. We leave. So, wide open room with a single treasure chest. To clean it. Huh? What's that about Cursed Horde? Armor now plus 19. Oh, party obtains a piece of... Okay, so somebody found it. Cool. Saw my name, I was like, huh? What did I find? Who got in a fight? I got anything. Stone stairs. Votive burn, swift passage to look at that run. That looks sick. Love that run animation right there. Run. Commander Witchy. Secret incense. Come on, everyone. Back to the exit. Ow. Lane mine. There it is. Yeah, I love the animation. Just one hand out with the sword, running. all the traps disappeared. Nice. Yeah, so they gave that specific running effect its own animation. I wish that was my regular, armed running animation. That'd be cool. So we are currently underwater, it seems. Watch out for traps. Oh, they used a Pomander, which revealed it. Yeah, see, this run animation is okay, but that other one was really cool. Too bad it's just for that specific instance of effect that makes you run fast for this floor. Items unavailable. Also, sprint gone all of a sudden. What? It said sprint available. Bye. Plus 28. Guys, we could just move on to the next floor, which is the final floor for this section. We don't need one Pomander. Like, okay, fine. Go. Happy now, rest of my party. Cogitation. HP will be restored automatically upon falling below a certain level or expiration of effect duration. Cool. That's a lot of Sin Eater eggs. Hi. He's got them anchor arms. My goodness. Treachery. Alright. thing. Shadow game. My constructors here, blades will cut into your legs and take you to the Shadow Realm. Alright, well, he's actually dead now. Take me to church.
Forgiven treachery, slain.
Orchestrion roll, Scions and Sinners instrumental. Cool.
Have you news I should hear? Welcome, Wanderer.
Killed a giant Sin Eater.
Oh, is that so? A Sin Eater donning robes of the clergy? That does sound promising. Tell me more, Thin Branch, that my mind's eye can peruse the fullest portrait. Either I mistake the shape and making quite, or else... Either I mistake the shape and making quite, or else you faced an arbiter of light. 'Twould be best to send for the king. Although, considering your bond, your battle may already be old news. A moment, if you please.
I mean, she was there. She showed up and did a big attack on him, so she certainly already knows.
Oi! Oh, Swede! Put a girdle around that Ilmeg in 40 wing beats. Round about Ilmeg in 40 wing beats. Have you fathomed why burning Jupiter incense can summon the Fairy King to your side?
Is she, like, dying and then going there and then reviving?
Of course you haven't. You're only mortal. As innocent as a burn of 5 summers on the eve of your baptism. One more sleep, and you'd be welcomed into the laity of the first light. But not all children were so lucky. Those who died before baptism could not receive light's blessings. They could not be reborn. Instead, their souls were condemned to wander these lands as pixie kind. However, not all pixies are made this way. Take a mortal youth, no older than 16, lead them into the kingdom of rainbows by intent or happenstance. Should they follow their breadcrumbs safely back, let none be the wiser. Should their heart cry out for home, let mortality embrace their mossy bones.
But should they be of that rare disposition, one that longs for magics fell and fancies fey, those are the pilgrims that wander evermore. To revels do they turn their mind, to dreams of wings and pixie kind. No food nor rest fain they to take, forever after ne'er to wake. Exhausted and enthralled, the dreamer dies, and beside their remains blooms a solitary flower. The dewy petals hold a wayward youth who purged their mortal grossness and seized the likeness of their desire. One who spurned their fate, a mad bloom. Yes, our King Titania was once a mortal like yourself, a mortal baptized in the Church of the First Light. Had their body lain in a chapel, juniper incense would have been burned in their honor. There is something so familiar, so comforting about juniper smoke. For a moment, the soul remembers where it belongs in the smoke, in turn embraces it. So to your censer the king may fly, welcome within the church as one of its faithful deceased.
I trust this foot isn't cajoling you with mischief.
But perish the thought, I but sing your majesty's praises, as the most audacious pilgrim this land has ever known. Traversing walls and wards, life and death, even the boundary betwixt mortal and fey, no other makes such a delightful mockery of barriers.
Well, never have I been so needlessly flattered. 'Tis only natural to seek roses despite the briar. Those who would not dare a pricked finger seem far stranger to me. Oh, Swede says you have something to report. I would hear it from your lips, my sapling. Tell me everything.
There was a big old sin eater down there, and I beat him up. He even had anchor arms.
Then our discoveries have aligned. While you were visiting chapels, my keepers were sifting through books. Among them we found records of a great archbishop's passing before the fall of Obert. His death dissolved the church's hierarchy, as no successor could be named. Slain by sin-eaters, officially.
Yet in disgrace we know the need to dig up lies, bury the deed. Likely the archbishop became a sin-eater. That a few records were obfuscated would hardly be surprising, given the church's declining reputation at the time.
I believe so. The vestments of the eater you encountered match those in the archbishop's portrait all too well. After turning, he must have been locked away where none could find him, fated to wander the ruins of his faith forevermore. We may have been freed from the torment of light, but the archbishop would have known no such relief. Perhaps what remained of him was calling out, begging to be put to rest, that he might know death as one of the faithful, in spite of the monster he had become.
"'Tis done, your majesty. In the churchway paths, his spite will glide no longer. History shall inter the first light beside him, its legacy as brief as lightning in the coiled night. Centuries will bury its stone, and
millennia will erase its name.
Do you think so? You and your comrades once travelled to the stars and back, and as I tracked the pretty glimmer of your mortal lives, I could not help but wonder. Were there always Fae in Norvrent? The Church of the First Light wove us into their stories, stories repeated for lifetimes on end. Their devotion may well have created us. Belief has been known to change the world, has it not? So, even should the church be forgotten in name, its legacy will live on. It lives in every one of us. Farewell, Archbishop. I may never remember you, nor the mortal I once was. But beyond the yew trees, I found something beautiful.
Not exactly hard proof, but you did well enough. Of all the senators likely to organize a funeral, a lonely archbishop does fit the part. Now all is done and all is clear, with nothing left for us to fear. Except perhaps, now here's the catch, upon the church remains the latch. The wards that keep us high and dry stay mum as to the reason why. What else inside drives us away? What deigns not suffer any fay? Alas, once more, in chapel lies the truth behind this ill surprise. Or perhaps the Archbishop simply forgot to turn the spell off. Happens to the best of us. Distant sanctums now accessible. You can now explore beyond Stone 31 of Pilgrim's Traverse. To learn the requirements for doing so, speak with Funta. You may now consume Illumed Etherpool gear strength to obtain Illumed Etherpool grips from Osweith. Illumed Etherpool grips can then be exchanged for weapons that appear identical to Illumed Etherpool arms, but can be used outside Pilgrim's Traverse. Yes. Let me actually... Can I... Well... Hold on to those for a second. Wait. I wanted to take a look at these. Ooh, the sword looks neat. Battle axe? Ooh, the battle axe looks lovely. Of course, we've been using the great sword. I wish it like glue a little more. It would glow a little more. It's a little bit sparkly. Just want it to be like brighter for stained glass. It's very little stained glass, very little plate in this huge like chunk of. You left the sheath on? You just ripped the whole thing off? No, the sheath that stays on the sword. What? About the spear. More of a trident, but yeah, it looks alright. Scythe we saw somebody else using, that's pretty cool.
requires 3 hilts or grips. Those look a little bit silly. I feel like those would be terrible to wield because you've got this essentially a lever here, so it's sitting out here, and the second you hit anything with it, it's just going to rotate back and smack you in the arm. Not good weapon design. Sword. Just got straight sword, single edge, with a stained glass sheath. Daggers look pretty good. Got the twin fangs. Those are alright. Musketoon. Looks nice. Tathlums. Those are alright. Yeah, so far, no weapons really like, oh man, gotta have it. This one's neat. I think that could go with some outfits. It's kind of like a street lamp with stained glass. Stained glass book. The rapier. Oh, I like the way it like shrinks around the grip there. It's pretty nice. Very lampshade-esque. Stained glass lampshade. I do kind of like that. It's a slightly pyramid-like shape. Paintbrush. Which I could kind of look at the top, but I think there's probably stained glass in the palette. Like a stained glass rose or flower of some kind. Another stained glass book. That looks pretty nice. Yeah. That's probably one of the best of them. The pendulums, I don't know. Look a bit basic to me. I don't know. I'm not super enthralled with any of them. That's nice. Very ornate. Artifacts. Sweet. So we've currently got. We've only got one illuminated ether pool glass. Do we have? Oops. Any of these? First Light relics. None. We've got 8 luminous oil. Man. I really want 60 of the glass. Or, nah, 50 of the glass. I want 99 oils. 99 oils for simple and clean. I need 30 and then 99 for that, whatever the mount is. But 30 for the parasol. The First Light relics. Alright, let's see here. We've got Ultra Potions. Pilgrim's Potion. HP regeneration. Self. Let's see what we get. Praise. We got 2 First Light. A singular First Light relic. Okay. Well, now we've got 2. Alright. This gives us clear Demi-Materia 3. Sacramental Spaces. A Pixie Parasol. Cool. At least we got a Parasol. Okay. That's nice. I prefer the blue one, but... looks nice. Statis's wings. Oh, whoa. Just see them. Yep. Big ol' pixie wings. Cool, cool. Well, I think that will be it for today. Yeah. Did a decent amount for 3 hours, 45 minutes. We did a Halloween event, did a bit of the Monster Hunter crossover, and we unlocked this new deep dungeon. Yeah, not sure how much more deep dungeon I'll do. I've got 3 of those First Light relics. I would need 10 times as much for that blue Pixie Parasol. 99 oils, which I've got 8 of, in order to get a hairstyle. I don't even know. I'll have to look up what the hairstyle is and what the ceremony of tea looks like to find out whether or not I want to do more of this. Yeah, it's been fun. So, next stream will be on Monday, playing more Ghost of Yotei. That game has been very fun. Really like it so far. So we'll be playing more of that Monday, and then Wednesday will be either RuneScape 3 League, continuation of RuneScape 3 League, or maybe the old school RuneScape Gridmaster. One of those two. It'll be RuneScape. And then again, no stream next Saturday. I will be off at a convention for the weekend, so. That's the plan. But regardless, until next time, be kind to yourself, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next mission. Bye-bye!